What are we talking about?
Hey guys, it's Chris and Stephanie with Central Station Toys and CentralStationToys.com. It is Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day!
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. It took me a while. Jeez.
Only a while.
I have to remind her it's Father's Day. In our relationship, I'm the one that remembers the holidays and birthdays and anniversaries.
He does. I remember. It's just the day
After
before.
I remind you.
No. It's the day, the night before.
Or when
But
I
I
give you,
remember.
or when I give you your present, you're like, "What's this for?" Oh yeah, it's my birthday. Yeah. Anyway,
I don't
it's
give myself
Father's Day.
anything for what? Anyway, it's Father's Day. I'll let him have that only because it's Father's Day.
Okay, get away with it. Perfect. So, fathers, what'd your family do for you? Did you get left out like everybody else does?
Ah! Did they grill for you?
Or did you have to grill? I love that. It's Father's Day. Let's grill. Okay, Dad, go out
Mother
and do
makes
it.
the roast or whatever on Mother's Day, right?
Does she?
Mm.
Well, there's.
I don't know. It's different
Breakfast
at our
in
house.
bed?
As long as it's not on you.
I have had breakfast in bed a couple times.
Like, you know.
Like the kids brought breakfast.
Like they're
in bed,
bringing the tray and then splat.
and you just see it, and you just see it coming. Like, okay, stop right there. Yeah, that was great. Thanks for the thought.
I'll take the tray from
Yeah,
here. Thank you, because you see the orange juice like.
Never had it
Whoa.
spilled. Never had it spilled. Now, when I was a kid and we did breakfast in bed for my parents, I know we were perfect. I mean, we were so careful, got it in, smooth.
We should have your parents on the phone right now.
There's no need
To
for
verify
that. There
it.
is no need for that. You can take my word for it. I know. They're
tell
busy
me-
right now. They're in Arizona. They're several hours behind us, so I mean it's still early.
Oh, that's true. They're just barely getting up.
There we go. We don't need to bother them.
Or they're already in bed because, you know.
Well, my dad does work nights sometimes, so maybe.
That's why.
You could still
Not
do-
because they're old.
Yeah.
They're not old. They're actually pretty young.
Yeah.
Anyway. So what is your best memory of your dad?
I was gonna say for Father's Day, we were probably horrible for Father's Day. Just like
Here's a paper tie, Dad.
there was 5 of us, and you know, it's Father's Day. Hey, Dad, happy
You know,
Father's
though,
Day.
when you're a kid and it's Father's Day and you're at school, you're making crafts, you're drawing pictures, or you're writing something, and you think
No,
like,
back then
oh
we
my
made
gosh, this is the best thing.
We made cups, and you can make like the coffee cups with the
You had a
clay.
fancy school then. I didn't have a fancy school like that.
You didn't make cups?
No, we were like painting beans and gluing them
I guess
on
it.
paper.
But no,
or
there
something.
was no. It was June. There was no school. It was whatever Vacation Bible School was. That was probably what the. That's why we were making the cups. It probably happened Father's Day weekend. They had us making cups for our dads. Yeah, there was no school. Mothers got Mother's Day
I
during
don't know.
school.
I remember writing things.
There was Mother's Day during school, so you built stuff for your mom, but you didn't build stuff for your dad. They're like, that's
Maybe
why
we
they
just
kick.
went to school
That's why they
later.
kick Father's Day to
What
summer.
kind of school did I go to?
Were you in summer school?
No. You know what? I did go to summer school once, but it was just to tutor, not for me.
Okay.
Hmm.
So,
So I helped others.
Mhm.
That's what I did. But anyway,
Anyway, what's my favorite memory of my father? My father was very violent. He threw me off the ditch. He dumped us out of the dump truck. This was all a lot of fun, honestly. We lived in small
y'all
town.
don't even know half the stories. Oh
We
my
lived-
gosh, they're
we lived
crazy.
We lived in small town, southern New Mexico. We were a town of 1,200, 1,500.
I thought you were
and
gonna
we
say
lived
12.
outside of town of that. So we were outside the city limits.
There were like 5 people, and they were all in your family.
We had 5 acres.
Oh, 7, because your parents.
We had 5 acres, and at the edge of town, and then the next 100,000 acres was empty. It was playground.
I was gonna say.
So it wasn't.
you
It
mean the
wasn't. We didn't
playground?
own it, but we claimed it.
So I'll tell you my favorite memory of your dad.
Well, you let me finish. I'm like, they always
Oh,
think it's violent
well-
man that threw me down for washing stuff.
I was gonna say something nice. You remember this, okay? Dad, remember that I said the nice thing. That your dad, when he used to give you guys the boards to go through.
Yes.
So you might want to share that story.
No, that was I was a hard worker. That's all I'm going to go with on that. So
Share the story.
Okay.
Because it's one of my favorites. There's a lesson in here, so pay attention. You might want to get your notes out.
Well, we had a pile of wood that we had our job every day after school before we could go play with our friends was we had to take 5 boards and take all the nails out of it.
That's all.
Yeah, that's it. And so we did that every day after school. We went and got our 5 boards and took the nails out. The problem is we probably spent 45 minutes to an hour finding the boards, moving boards to find a board that only had 2 or 3 nails in it. And instead of just taking the first 5 boards. And my dad always tells the story that he'd sat there and laugh at us because we were done.
Not out loud though, because he
No. He just let us dig through the pile, and they just laughed that we'd spend 45 minutes digging through this pile of wood to find 5 boards that didn't have any nails in it. And then we claimed it, and we'd go play, and we were happy, and we did our job. I remember one day he hired somebody to come work, someone that needed help around, and they came to do some work around the house. And we came home from school, and that whole pile of wood was gone. And we were in awe of how someone could do it so fast, because it took us a good hour to do 5 boards, and they were able to get it all done in one day. I just could not fathom that. That was crazy. I guess we just realized that, man, adults are much better workers than us kids.
I know, right?
Not that we were dumb. It was that the adults were just better because we were kids. We didn't know much.
You just had tiny little hands.
Tiny little hands, and the hammer's so big for our little hands to pull the nails out.
Yeah.
And that's
what it
was the issue. We could move the boards, no problem. It was just getting that nail out. That was the hard part there. And so, but we had, like I said, we had plenty of land. We had a ditch that ran through our property. We had tractors. And so. My dad would give us rides in the tractor, and he would have us on there, and he would dump we'd be in the front of the tractor, and he would dump the front end, and we'd have to hold on, and so he could hold on the longest, and then you would fall and hurt yourself, or not. Usually not hurt yourself, but there was injuries. One time I was helping my dad move a pole, and we're walking down, and he's backing up, and I'm backing up, and we were on the edge of the wash, and it's about a 10-foot wash. And I didn't realize how close we were to it. And I took a step, and I went down. I went down the wash, and I landed. There was he had a extension cord running on the edge of it. And my legs kind of straddled that extension cord, so I actually kind of went down fairly slowly. Because I didn't fall straight. It just kind of like let me down slowly as I went down. So I'm laying at the bottom of the wash just laughing. And my dad tells a story. He turned around mad that I dropped the pole and hurt him. And he's like, "Oh, he's not there." And he ran to the edge of the wash and saw me down there laughing. Says, "I'm assuming that's laughing because you're happy and okay." That was when I was a teenager.
You were laughing at yourself.
That was when I was a teenager and could carry big poles. And it wasn't as hard to work.
Yeah.
And so... But yeah, my brother says he got thrown off the wash too. And
well, you guys had a zip line. So
we had a zip line on that wash. Yeah, we had a zip line from the top of that. My dad loved building stuff for us, and so he built probably a 4-foot pole at the top and put a zip line down on it and had the pulley and everything on it, and we would hold on and ride down to the bottom. We did a lot of damage with that one. Hurt a lot of people with that because we were down.
I will say. I remember when we were first married, and his grandmother went on the zip line. I didn't even want to get on the zip line, and his grandma was like hanging on, and there's like no harness.
No, she was mad at us because we had an inner tube that we put on there, and so we put the little kids to sit on it and slide down. She wanted to hold on and go down, and we would not let her. We made her sit in the inner tube.
I remember her holding on.
She wanted to, but we would not allow it. And so,
oh man!
So that would have been 20 years ago. So she would have been 75-ish at the time, and she wanted to hold on to the zip line.
I didn't want to go on at all.
She wanted to hold on to the zip line and go, but we made her get in the.
I was like, this does not look safe.
Yeah, it was completely safe. We only had 4 or 5 people break their backs, or
something. There's only
no.
3 crippled incidents. I mean, out of that
4 lawsuits. I mean, there's.
Kidding. Disclaimer, we're kidding.
Small town New Mexico. People weren't too crazy then.
Yeah. You know. But fun times.
Yeah, no, I remember my dad doing a lot of stuff with us, and we had a lot of fun together. We worked a lot too, but we had fun.
So, I'd love if people would share what their favorite memories are with their dads, or did your dad do stuff like this where put you to work?
Hard work, like pulling nails out of a board. I mean, that's just agonizing for a child. It was.
Took you a whole 45 minutes.
Yeah. I don't see that quality in my kids at all. They don't have that work ethic that I did.
Okay.
I had hard work ethic. I pulled nails out of boards or moved boards.
It only took you 45 minutes.
It only took me 45 minutes.
So
sometimes we got done faster when our friends came over and helped. We could dig through twice the boards.
You pulled a Tom Sawyer, did you?
We could go. No, they wanted to play, so they came and helped us, so we could go play.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like, this is so much fun. You should totally try it out.
Yeah. Then the best part. So then we build a fort out of the boards. We pulled the nails out. That made my dad really happy sometimes.
Did you use nails?
Huh?
Did you use nails?
Use the nails that we pulled out and put them, and then built our fort with it.
Okay. Well, I hope you guys are having a great Father's Day.
Who was your dad? I mean, I know.
Who's your daddy?
I don't mean that. Do you have an uncle or a friend of the family that was your father because your father wasn't around? I know early deaths happen or things happen.
Yep. So, who do you honor on Father's Day? It's, could be bittersweet for some, very sweet for some. I'd love to hear your stories and read them. So feel free to share that. And we hope you guys have a great Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. And if you're watching this and you didn't know it was Father's Day, it's not too late. Too late from stuff from our store, but you can still get stuff. Make a phone call.
Toronto Street's open.
Unless you're after 5, then you're too late.
Then you're really too late.
Happy Father's Day, all. Have a
Take
great
care.
day.
Have a good night.
We'll see you soon.
Or a great day, I mean.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Happy Father's Day.